A special tribute unveiled tonight to remember people who died from COVID in our area. A new memorial unveiled the evening at the Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn. It includes tributes that were made by 20 community groups across New York City. People are being encouraged to add their own tributes.
A new pandemic memorial at the Greenwood Cemetery. The Naming the Lost Memorial in front of the Greenwood Historic Chapel will officially be dedicated tonight at 7 o'clock. It honors the more than 1 million Americans lost during COVID. That includes 79,000 New Yorkers. It also recognizes those who continue to suffer from long COVID.
The COVID-19 public health emergency is officially over, but many are still dealing with the tragedy of losing a loved one to the virus. But as our Jennifer Williams shows us, Greenwood Cemetery is dedicating a new memorial to pay tribute.
I think, what this demonstrates is the beauty of New York City.
The same day the COVID-19 public health emergency came to an end, a ceremony was held at Greenwood Cemetery to dedicate a new public art memorial which remembers those lost to the virus.
We're losing hundreds of people a day. People came together. New Yorkers always come together. It doesn't matter the language, where you're from. New Yorkers support one another. And so this is just an example of the vibrancy of New York City and a sample of how this impacted every community across the city.
There were real difficulties in being able to express mourning. Funerals couldn't happen. People were cut off from each other. And as they came out of that, they had those losses, and those losses remained.
Entitled The Many Losses from COVID-19, the memorial opened in early May and consists of tribute panels adorning Greenwood's historic wrought iron fence and was created by 20 community groups from across the 5 boroughs.
I've seen people cry, I've seen people laugh, I've seen people just really truly take a moment and be present.
According to numbers compiled by the city, over 45,000 residents have died from COVID since February of 2020.
COVID is still here and still impacting families and people over the long term. So it's important to name the lost.
In the aftermath of the pandemic, the memorial serves as a poignant visual for the community.
It's a very important way to express in a material, physical way the kind of grief and loss that I think people have been holding inside a great deal over the past 3 years.
It will be displayed until May 29th. There will also be a designated area for people to add their own contributions. In Brooklyn, Jennifer Williams, Fox 5 News.